Luenell is in the building.
Give it up for Luenell.
Luenell, how you feeling? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Welcome to Arizona. Now listen,
Yes.
when you came here, typically when we bring comedians in, by the way, I don't want to say how great you are, because typically when we bring comedians in, what we do is, we'll do the pre-planned interview, we'll ask some questions, but you're like, I want to talk to the people, I want to go live.
Yeah.
And then the questions that we started having off the air, the conversations, I'm like, you know what? Let's bring that to the air. Let's talk about it.
Air interview.
I got my hand on the dump button just in case. I know things get,
Keep your finger there.
yeah, things get a little wild. But I want to talk about a conversation first that we were having off the air about your DMs. You are one of the first comedians that's going to be open on this show about what be going down in your DMs, Luenell.
Okay.
I want you to talk about it because you mentioned, listen, you outside in Arizona.
That's right.
You here all weekend long.
Yeah.
But tell me about the men that be in your DMs, because I feel like a lot of ladies listen to the show, they can relate to, some of the BS that goes down.
Well, first of all, I don't actually want to meet anybody in my DMs.
Okay.
Because they're, across the country
Yeah.
or out of
You
the
don't know who
country.
they are.
Right. Or they could be some loser serial killer weirdo. I had a guy this morning. I was looking at my DM and this guy was like, "Oh, I just want you to dominate me and talk to me about it." I'm like, I could do that with ease, Playboy. With ease, what are we talking about? How much money are we talking about? Because, and then they sound good in the DM,
Mm-hmm.
and then. I'm just not into meeting strangers like that. I'd rather meet you at Whole Foods, or I know two people that got married at the gas
At
station.
lunch or something.
Yeah, I like to meet people in person, and then they come at me in all different kind of ways because my content is explicit, but nobody can see past the content to the woman. They just think
They
that
don't know how
I'm
to
who I talk
separate
like.
the
Yeah,
two.
they don't. They don't see me as a woman.
Right.
Nobody ever says, "Hey, I'm coming to your show tomorrow. Do you have time to maybe have breakfast the next day, or would you like to go get some coffee or something like that?" It's like, "Yo, what that." What that thing like, and all that stuff, and all the stuff that you would not say to somebody in person.
Right.
But you're able to keep up with that, because I feel like if I got all the followers that you do, how the hell do you even see the DM?
No, I don't anymore. I used to answer all my DMs.
Wow.
I used to. But I can absolutely not do that anymore.
Yeah.
So I only look like from my, family, nieces and stuff like that. And people that I know, I can't keep
But
up with
Luenell,
it.
it's the digital world now. That's how you meet people now.
That's not how I meet people.
But the Whole Foods thing, that's
the last person I almost met, this guy been in my DM since 2022.
Okay.
We were supposed to see each other yesterday.
Right.
But I came to LA yesterday morning and I left LA yesterday evening to come here.
Right.
I had 5 things to do when I came to LA. And then I was going to try to see this fool like for an hour before I had to get on the plane. He's like, "Oh, you can't fit me in. I don't want to be squazzed in. I need consistency. I need the time." I'm like, "Go get on your mama's breast." Because I don't, do you not know who I am?
That's right.
now?
You're at least making time for him.
I was trying to see him just to say hi, hello, and finally meet. I don't have time for weak men. I really don't. I need men. Now, I don't mean dominating and
Right.
bossy, but I need grown men. You know what I like? I like barbers.
Oh, barbers.
I
Okay.
really like barbers because that's an art. It's not going to be, you can't get an AI haircut.
Right.
It's always going to
That's a
be
skill.
a trade.
Yes.
Yeah, for
skill.
sure.
And guys that build things, construction workers and stuff like that. I don't like men in suits. They look like the feds. They make me nervous. I don't like computer techie guys and all that. No. Just regular guys.
Well, I think if I'm a regular guy out here and I want to approach Luenell, I feel like that's going to be intimidating. You know what I'm saying? Do you
What
ever hear
is
that?
see, that's a word
But,
that I...
but you got to
put your finger on the button, son.
I'm ready. It's waiting.
Intimidating is bitch made.
Okay.
How you, a man, gonna be intimidated by a woman if you are indeed a man?
Okay, talk about
a
it.
man can step to anybody. A man can step to Michelle Obama.
All right.
If he wanted to,
I think they
and
do.
he was a man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, she would shine him on because she's a married woman.
Right.
But I'm saying you can't blame a brother for shooting a shot. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like I just don't understand that intimidation where you either got balls or you don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
You either got confidence in yourself
So
or
what you're
you
saying
don't.
is confidence is key.
Yes, have some confidence.
Yeah,
But there's so many. These men have been coddled. A lot of men
All right.
have been coddled by their mamas so much that they don't know how to really be a man because they've been raised by a woman, and they didn't have a man in there to put that foot in their ass and to take them to the barbershop. Going to the barbershop with your mom is different than going to the barbershop with your dad.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You know,
absolutely.
and the system has made it popular to not have a man in the house. That's how you get your money. That's how the government, they've been doing this since the movie Claudine. You know, they don't want, if they could break up the black family structure, they could break up the unification of our men. You know, there's a lot that a woman can do. But baby, you got to get up off your mama's titty sometime. You got to be a man.
You know, there's definitely some single moms that's like, my son's gonna be just fine. He got me. He don't need his dad.
That's ridiculous and that's sad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
let's
always
talk
say,
But
cut the umbilical
sometimes the
cord.
men ain't about nothing. But even if your father's your child's father is in prison, you know, he need him.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and if the man made a mistake, there's a lot of good guys in prison. Some is in prison because somebody done, you know what did Tupac say?
Right.
There's a lot of real G's doing time.
Right.
Because a groupie bent the truth or told a lie.
Yeah. Facts.
So, you know, I don't buy the word intimidate. If you're scared, go to church. Leave me alone.
Go to church.
This is the first time on the morning show where we're about to open up the phone lines while you're here
Thank you.
and allowing you to talk to the people. Because most of the time, listen, you still got to go buy tickets to see the real,
Yes.
Yeah, because
uncensored.
it gets
Vinyl
way
tickets.
deeper than this.
You're going to be here, of course, Tempe Improv for 2 shows tomorrow and 2 shows on Saturday.
Correct.
For those that are listening right now, what can they expect from the Luenell show?
The real, raw, uncut truth.
Can't be canceled. Can't be canceled at all.
Can be canceled, but probably won't be.
You can't
And,
get canceled unless you let yourself get
I
canceled.
can only speak from a black female perspective because that's what I am.
All right.
But what I don't do is bash men. I'm not out here talking about you men need to do that. That's not what I do. I love men, that to a fault. And I love my brothers and my brown men especially.
There it is.
And I'm out here trying to give you hints of what to do so we can all be together.
You put them on
Let me
game. Look at
give
that.
you game. I'm
Luenell got-
saying what the women want to say, but you know they can't really say because the men get weird,
Sensitive.
You know, and they get sensitive.
Yeah.
I mean, I like a man with sensitivity, but I don't need a sensitive man.
Right. There you go.
Like, stop crying.
There it is. Look at that. Luenell coming in with it this morning. All right.
It's the coffee, god dog it.
If
It's the doggone coffee.
you want to go see Luenell,
Yeah.
call right now. We're gonna give some tickets away. But we're gonna talk to Luenell too, you know what I'm saying? You gotta greet her. You gotta say
Yes.
good morning to Luenell. Oh, they already called her. Look
And
at
you
that.
can find me on Instagram at Luenell, Luenell.
There you go.
Okay.
Call right now. The phone line's already filling up. 602.
Oh, is that the lines right
Yeah,
there?
you see them?
Pew, 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 pew.
602-256-6983. We got tickets to Luenell, and you're going to talk to Luenell this morning.
Yeah, let's go.
She ready to have that talk. Talking that talk. It's J and Gabe, Power 98.3. Let's go.